So is Upwork biased toward beginners? It's not unreasonable to think that. It's not unreasonable to ask yourself this question. If you look at some of the changes that Upwork made within the last few months, or even within the last 1 or 2 years, most of the changes that Upwork made are not favorable toward beginners to Upwork. So are they just biased toward beginners? And if they are, why? And what should we do about it? Some of the major changes that Upwork made that affect beginners is, first, they stopped giving free connect. They used to give 50 free connect, sometimes even more than 50 free connect when you create your account as a beginner to Upwork. They stopped giving out that 50 free connect. And in addition to that, applying to jobs became a lot more expensive. 2 years ago, you can find jobs for 4 connect, 6 connect, 8 connect. But right now, you will see a lot of jobs at 16 connect. Before you apply, you have to give out 16 connects and sometimes even more. And 2 years ago, a client can send you an invitation on Upwork. And if a client sends you an invitation, you can accept their invitation and send them a proposal without connect. But they get rid of that also. Right now, even if a client sends you an invitation first, you cannot accept the invitation unless you pay connect. You have to use connect to accept an invitation. So all of these changes that Upwork made recently are really not favorable toward beginners. So the question now is, why are they making all of those changes that is making things harder for beginners to the platform? Well, the only answer I can get after all my research and thinking I can do is they just want to make the platform as efficient as possible for the client. They want to make it more beneficial, more easier to use, and give client more reason to use Upwork over other platforms. If we take a look at the pre-connect that they stopped giving 50 pre-connect, so most beginners cannot pay to buy connect and apply for jobs. But this is also going to remove some of the people that are just trying things out. They are not sure whether they want to do it or not, or even they are not serious about it. So if a client posts a job and they just give out pre-connect, they will receive a lot more proposals from freelancers who are just beginners, fresh freelancers, and they don't have much qualifications. They can't do the job sometimes, and some freelancers are not even serious about doing the job because they didn't buy the connect. They can just send proposals. So they make it harder for beginners in this sense, so that the people who are not serious about the platform, who are not ready to get a job and just get started, are going to be harder for them to send proposal to client. And this way, the client is going to have an easier time when hiring. If I post a job, I receive 50 proposals. I have to go through all the proposals. If I find 30 of the 50 are just bad, terrible written proposals, that will reduce the value of the platform from the client perspective. But if I receive only 20 proposals, and all the 20 proposals are high quality proposals from freelancers who have the capability of doing the job, then I will have a better view of Upwork. So this change specifically, I believe they made it to make things easier and more efficient for client, so that client will not have to go through proposals from freelancers that are not serious or are not ready to do the job for them. I just wish they have a better way of making it efficient for the client and also easier for beginners. But sadly, that is how it works with all the freelancing platforms. Most thing they care about is just the client side. Their focus is to just make money, and they make money with client. They take money from us. Freelancers, but they don't care much about that because in their view, we don't have much of a choice. Most people, when they start freelancing or virtual assistants, they have to use freelancing platforms in order to get client. And so the client is not their problem. The freelancers is not their problem. They know there are going to be enough freelancers on the platform. What they care about is getting more clients to the platform. And that is something we just have to live with as freelancers. If you work on a freelancing platform, you just have to accept that the platform is going to pay more clients more than you freelancer. But if the client is happy, they are going to keep coming back and more clients are going to come to the platform. that is an increased opportunity for us also. So I think what you should do really is, as a complete beginner, you just have to accept this fact that it is harder in the beginning. And if you are able to just break through and find your first few clients, then it is going to be easier for you. Because look at it this way. If Upwork are giving free connect, or let's say it's free to apply for jobs on Upwork, it is going to be harder for everyone on the platform if it is entirely free. Because if it is entirely free, if one client posts a job, instead of seeing 20 to 50 proposals, you can see 200 proposals if it is entirely free. And a lot of the proposals are going to be low quality proposals, freelancers who don't have the experience or skills to do the job, people who are not even serious about doing the job, or even robots. You might even find robots sending proposals if it is entirely free. So in a way, it's not a bad thing that Upwork is pay to play. It is just a little harder if you are just getting started. And if you want to utilize Upwork, this is something you just have to do. Find a way to buy Connect. Find a way to get some money to buy Connect. If you just can't have any money to buy Connect right now, then you can use methods like cold outreach to find 1 or 2 clients, make some money and buy Connect. Or you can rely on Fiverr, even though Fiverr has its own challenges also. But you can try Fiverr and cold outreach to find some clients, get some money, and buy some Connect. When you have your Connect, you just have to use your Connect wisely. Learn how to write good proposals. Learn how to find the right opportunities on Upwork and apply to jobs that you have a high chance of getting. This is really your only option if you want to use Upwork to build your freelancing or virtual assistant business. And like I always say, relying only on freelancing platforms is often not a good idea because there are just way too many challenges to rely only on freelancing platform. So if you don't know much about cold outreach, or if you haven't been doing cold outreach previously, you can watch this next video to learn more about cold outreach and how you can use cold outreach to find clients as a beginner to freelancing or virtual assistants. If you find this video helpful, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe. I will see you in the next one.